wait for
Confirmation.
I guess I should.
I see Superman saving a child. I see the giant word gone over
Okay, so
Paul's
it is gone?
portrait.
Yes, there's that. There we go. All right. And we're live. All right, I should do that in my best like Paul. And we're live.
And we're
That's how
live.
Paul. And we're
And we're
live.
live.
Hey, and we're live. There's my best Paul.
And I'm live over here.
Yeah, exactly. Claire, you're back. We swapped you for Paul.
I am here somehow. I don't know how. I don't know how I made it, but I did.
Yeah, I liked that I had
I'm
both of you had said yes, you're going to be on the show, and I blue skied us out. Hey, we're all going to be here, and then immediately Paul was like, "I'm not going to be
and then
here."
immediately Paul had to cancel.
Psych.
So I thought we were starting late because I was exhausted. I'm like, I guess we're not doing it today because Paul's not here. And then Sean's like, we can start early if you want. I'm like, oh, I haven't had dinner yet. Hang on.
I also haven't had dinner yet, so but
Oh, you probably should have done that.
I thought we were going for like the regular time, but it's okay. I'll eat afterwards.
Oh, this is my mistake. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. But I want to hear about your adventures. You've been gone. We
Oh
lost you
my
for a
God,
bit
I haven't been
there.
on the show in like a month and a half. It feels like I don't think the Switch 2 was out yet last time I was on.
Yeah, I hadn't done my trip yet. Um,
I had a trip.
you
I
had a
I went to
trip,
Philadelphia for a convention.
right? What was it like coming to the States? I don't know if you want to even talk about that.
Well, I mean, I look masculine enough still, so
Okay.
it's not like anything from that aspect was going to come up. But
Okay.
the
Were you worried at all?
oh yeah, oh yeah,
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
because I'm like, everyone's talking about like, oh yeah, they read your social medias now. They
Yeah,
might just
that's what
know.
I
I'm
hear.
like, is that going to be a
Did that come
problem?
up? Did they like check your phone or anything?
No,
No.
not at all.
Good.
Sean is very quiet. I'm seeing in chat.
Okay, oh shit. You're asking things.
Oh no, Sean's the one running the stream tonight. It's not
All right,
me.
how would I
It's
even
not me or
how would I
Paul.
adjust that?
There's gotta be some setting for your volume somewhere on there. I can't see your
I know
feed, obviously, so I'm
I
not
got
sure.
my mic is all the way to the top. It's down 1 decibel just so I wouldn't clip.
Hmm. It would depend on what your actual audio output feed would be. Like, how do I sound, chat?
Yeah, for a little
I
behind the
assume I sound
scenes,
roughly
I'm
normal.
okay. Hang on, let me up. I'll up my output on Discord. Maybe that's just what they're kind of hearing. I'll increase that, and hopefully that helps it out. But yeah, I'm running the stream
You're
today,
definitely a little louder to me now.
so it sounds louder to you. Okay, and
Claire sounds fine. John sounds normal.
yeah, I'm just kind of.
Nice, it's fine. I still
What
respond to
about me?
John.
Is anyone want to say how I'm doing? He moved the closer to the mouth. It's like 2 inches from my mouth. I can't get it that much closer. It's just the angle of the camera.
Welcome to streamer hell.
Yeah. Jeez. Usually I got people for this.
Yeah.
I took a
I
crack
I
at
was
it.
setting up for it, then Sean was like, no, I got this time. I'm like, all right, cool, that
Well,
works for me.
what's really confusing though is like because I've done the solo streams every now and then, and no one says I'm too quiet then. So why would anything have changed? I
Yeah,
don't know.
you never know.
But how was the convention?
Great when I got there.
Okay. Yeah, it seemed like you had
So
some
the
phone
actual,
troubles.
oh my God. So it was a 5-day trip total,
All right.
and I spent 4 out of 6 days on an airplane or in an airport. That's
Yikes.
not a
Four
mistake.
out of okay.
Yeah, 4 out of 6 days on a 5-day trip. So, I end up going in border, like everyone was like, "Oh yeah, like Calgary border crossing's like super empty, like the airport in international is always empty." There was 300 people, 200 people in a line for customs. Like it was a huge lineup.
Was something like going
So I
on,
had to
or
wait.
like what was up with why?
I don't know. Reese was like, last time she went to the station, she's like, yeah, like there's no lineup. Like literally, I just walked up and I was good, and I had to wait through 200 plus people. A half hour to get through customs, and then customs was just like, where you going? What you doing? When you coming back? You bringing any $10,000 with you? No.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
usual stuff.
Yeah. Flight was a little late getting out of Calgary, so like 40 minutes, but I had an hour and a half layover, so nothing too bad. Land in Dallas because I'm going Dallas to Philly, and then on the way back I'm doing the same path in reverse. And I'm like, I look at my tickets, like, okay, so my flight's at 6:40, but that's weird. I thought I remember it being like 6:15 or 6:30. I should double check that. So I load up the flight on my phone, and it says it's been canceled. So I get off the
They didn't tell you that
plane.
beforehand? Wait, they
No.
canceled it while you were on the plane?
Yes.
Oh, they didn't announce that.
No. They didn't announce that my next flight was canceled.
Oh,
It's just the flight I was
next
on.
one.
Yeah, no, not the flight I was currently
That's what I was
on.
so
No, I
confused,
made it to
'cause, like,
Dallas.
Did you
I
just
got
look
to
up
Dallas.
and, like, all the flight attendants had left? Like,
I'm on the plane by myself. No one bothered to tell me.
yeah, exactly.
Was that the same week that was the big Rotary Club convention in town? I know it made the LRTs out. Yes, no, that's exactly it, Fatal. Like like everyone had Rotary sign like symbols on like their shirts and everything. Like, what the fuck? I think the vast majority were from that. Rotary Club is I'm not sure how to explain it.
Okay, well, never mind then. Sounds like it was a good time for Rotary people, though.
Apparently, like literally, it's like it looks like engineers because they have like gears and cogs and stuff like that on there. But I think it's supposed to just be kind of a. There was like 500,000 extra people. Holy shit, that would explain everything then.
All right.
But it had to do like yeah. So there was just a ton of people there, so that explains that. I land in Dallas. They tell me my next flight's canceled. I go and they tell me all the flights to Philly for the next 12 hours are canceled because of weather.
Oh.
So they
Weather in
managed to get
Dallas
me a
or weather in
hotel
Philly?
only. Weather in Philly.
Oh, okay.
In Philly or on the way there. So they tell me like because your flight from Calgary was delayed, we can get you a hotel.
Right.
Because apparently if they hadn't been for that, they wouldn't have done it because of weather. So I get a hotel, but they won't get me my clothing. They won't get my suitcases. So I just go stay the night in the hotel, work on what I could from my actual like my con stuff for like the show. Wake up, get back to the airport. And before I went back, they said, okay, we have no flights until like 6 or 7 a.m. And the only flight to Philly that has an open seat right now is 8 p.m. So I'm already going to be an entire day late, miss the day of the con.
Yeah, that's rough.
So I said, yeah, put me on that flight. And is there anything you can put me on standby for? They're like, we can put you on standby for a 7 a.m. flight. And I said,
Right.
okay, but if you're putting me on standby for a 7 a.m. flight and I don't get on there, I am now stuck in the airport for 12 hours. So put me on like the 1 p.m. flight so I can actually get some sleep in the hotel and then we'll just go from there. So they do that. I get a decent night's sleep.
Nice.
Get back to the airport, go through security. And in the time it took me to get to the airport and through security, my flight's been moved a gate or two. I get to the actual gate. It moves again. I get to that gate. It moves again. And then finally, when I get to this new gate, which is way farther away, I see an airplane there. So I'm like, okay, cool. That's our flight. We're going to be good. No, that flight was someone else's flight that had mechanical issues and had people stuck on it. So they had to disembark everyone from that flight and move us to another gate. Right. So my 1 p.m. flight is now leaving at 4:20.
Hey,
keep in mind this entire
Oh yeah.
Keep in mind this entire time I do not know if I have a ticket.
Because you're on standby.
I've been in standby this entire time.
Okay. Because you're on standby.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So I look on the screen, it says I'm like number 1 on the standby queue. So if there's a seat, I get on. So I'm thankful for that. And then eventually it lights up and says I have like a seat number and everything. So I walk up and say like, hey, I am on the standby list. Can I get my ticket, please? And they say, no, you don't. What? You don't have a seat. What do you mean I don't have a seat? It says on the screen. It's like, no. We had to erase that. Sorry. No one has seats. Please sit back down. Right. Because they overbooked the flight. So they had to... Yeah, so they made everyone sit back down. I watched the entire plane board, and I'm like, this sucks. I hope I'm getting here. Otherwise, I don't want to wait in the airport for another 4 hours for the actual flight I'm supposed to be on. I get lucky in that they call me up. I get my ticket. I'm sitting in the last row in the middle seat. But I'm like, I'm on the plane. That's the important thing. I had to skip eating because I was on standby. And I wasn't sure when the damn flight was even leaving. I didn't want to miss anything.
Sure. Yeah.
So I'm like, I'll just get food on the plane. They usually have food service. Turbulence the entire time.
Oh,
no,
so
no food service, no drink service.
They weren't doing food service.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I had a little bit of snacks on me, and I had to make it there. So I land in Philly at 9 p.m. on Friday. So the entire first day of the con is done. They called me earlier that day saying my luggage was on a previous flight, so it's sitting there in Philly waiting for me to pick it up. So I'm like, okay, I'll grab dinner then, and then I will go get my luggage. Takes a half hour to get just like a chicken sandwich and fries from this one place, which was driving me nuts, but whatever, I got it. Go downstairs, and I start heading towards the building I'm supposed to go to, and I notice there's a lineup of about 80 people sticking out of that building. So now I'm waiting in another line to try to get my luggage. 25 minutes of waiting in that line. And then someone comes out and says, "Hi, if you're actually just staying in Philly, not going anywhere else, just come over here and start this new separate line, and then you can get your luggage."
All
So
right.
I go over to this new separate line, grab my luggage, avoid someone who's like screaming at this one man. I feel like he's about to start a fight.
Right.
Get in an Uber, drive to the place, and while I'm in the Uber, because I've completely messed up my eating schedule and everything, I am carsick. So I'm like dying in the back of this car. It's like a 40-minute drive to where the actual con is. I make it into my hotel room at like 11 p.m., 11:30, somewhere in that range, and I just pass out until I remember I have to finish the show. So I get back up and start working on the show for a couple hours.
Jeez.
Uh, the con shows up. The con goes great. The 2 days I got to be at the con were great. I got a lot of people there. Like they were very happy to see me. A lot of people called me Claire, which was very nice. So thank you for everyone who did that.
Nice.
Um, it was like very very good. I've got to meet like a bunch of like trans fans and a bunch of like other like trans content creators, which was just really nice to just socialize and stuff like that.
Bet.
We did our meet and greet on the first day, on the last day rather. I was just really lucky everything was on the last day. Otherwise, I would have been in trouble because I missed Friday. So meet and greet goes great. Show goes great. I screw up though, because our hotel didn't have any food service unless you went down to the buffet like 9:30 or 10, and I needed sleep, so I slept through it. No other food until like 5 p.m. So I got to the con, and the only food they had was like pizza, fries, hot dogs. So I just grabbed a hot dog as my breakfast. And then that had to get me through the entire day. And that entire day would be an hour and a half of meeting and greeting people, and then an hour and a half of setup and running a show.
Wait, you couldn't just
So
go outside
once
to a like a fast food chain or something? Or there's got to be something around the convention hall.
I had 10 minutes between the meet and greet and running the
Oh, your
show.
schedule was too packed. I see.
Schedule was too packed. Well, there would have been a 45-minute gap, but our line was so gigantic they had to cut it off, and even then they still try to jam people in there. So basically, didn't have any leeway at all. So I was lucky we got setup done on time.
Did you at any point this weekend get like a Philly cheesesteak?
I'm lactose intolerant.
Okay, well I'm assuming they make them without cheese. A Philly steak?
Nah, I didn't.
Ah, I would have done that.
I had basically one day to do whatever, and I picked socializing with people I hadn't seen in ages over going out to a restaurant.
Okay.
So yeah, so we finished the show, and then I almost pass out.
All right.
So my friends had to grab me and put me down in a chair because all the stress of being worried something was going to happen, and also like the low amount of food I'd eaten finally caught up to me, and my friends literally had to drag me out of the building and put myself in their car so we would go get food.
Was it good food? Where'd you go
But
get?
yeah, I got some steak, baby.
Of course.
It was great.
Classic.
So con goes great. Monday, time to fly back. I go out to dinner with some friends or lunch with some friends. We chat, we hang out, and then we decided to take an Uber back together. But their flight was a little bit later than mine, so we left late, and I was worried I was going to miss my flight. I get into the airport. I've got like 32 minutes before my flight's supposed to leave, and I realize I didn't even check in my bags yet. Like I didn't pay for them or anything. So I run up to the counter. I'm like,
That's
"Hey,
when boarding starts."
yeah, I know. I really fucked up." So I get there, and I'm like, "Hey, I really screwed up. Is there any way I can still get this on, or am I screwed?" And they're like, "You shouldn't be able to get this in here, huh? You must have an angel watching over you or something. Like, here, like we can get it in. Give me your credit card." They hand me all my stuff back and say, "Sir, you need to run." So I run to security. There's no lineup in security, but my gate is like 11 minutes walking away from where I get on. So I make it there. I'm like super sweaty. It's like super warm and gross in the airport.
Yeah.
It's muggy because there's like a rainstorm outside. 20 minutes to when my flight's supposed to leave, and there is no one there. The door is not open. No one is in lineup to get in. It still says it's departing in 20 minutes, and nothing has happened. So I'm like, what's going on? And then they slowly start delaying the flight over and over in like 10 or 20-minute gaps. And that entire time, I'm realizing my layover in Dallas is only an hour, and I'm slowly losing it.
Yep.
So we leave Philly an hour and a half later.
Yeah, well,
We board the flight 45 minutes late, and we leave an hour and a half late because we were stuck on the tarmac for a while too. I'm freaking out because I'm like, I'm definitely missing my Calgary flight. There's no way there's another flight after this one. I'm staying the night again in Dallas.
It's your new favorite
So
city.
we land. Yeah, so we land and I check my phone and the Calgary flight's been delayed a bunch too. So there's a small chance I can make it. But I asked the stewardess and she says, "All right, you've actually been redirected to Chicago."
Chicago's a great city.
Yeah, but I just came from Philly.
No, I know.
I
I'm just thinking like
literally
Chicago's a great
so
city.
dumb. So dumb. So I get off the flight. I run to see if I can catch the Calgary flight. I miss it. It's gone. So I go back to where I got my hotel thing last time and talk to them, and they're like, "Yeah, you the flight to Calgary was full, so we've got you booked to go to Chicago. And if you go to Chicago, we'll be able to get you a hotel there because that flight also got delayed. So the Chicago flight is delayed an hour and a half, and which means I get into Chicago at 2:30 in the morning, and then they said I can get a hotel, and they have me on the 9 a.m. flight. So I'm like, so I get there, I get a hotel for maybe 3 hours, and they have to come back. That's kind of useless. Can I just stay here? So like, okay, we have a flight around the same time, around 9:30-ish. A seat just opened up, so I can get you on there. So they get me on the flight. They can't get me a hotel here though. So I call up one of my
Why
friends
not?
and be like, "Hey, can I?" Because it's not their fault. Acts of God don't count for their coverage, but if it's like mechanical issues that delay them, they can get you hotels then at that point. So that's why on the way to Philly, that's the only reason I got a hotel was because the flight was late leaving Calgary.
Okay.
So I go to my friend's place. I stay the night there. They drive me over the next morning, and I get into the airport, get to my gate, and the flight gets fucking delayed again.
Of course.
Yeah. So finally get on it. Finally get home. I was supposed to arrive back home in Calgary like 9:30 p.m. on Monday night. I get in at like 1 p.m. Tuesday.
Oh,
So
PM.
Reese is
Okay.
like, "Yeah, you're never flying alone again because I think that this all happened because I wasn't there." I'm like, "You probably, but."
That's rough.
Yeah, that was
That's
that was
pretty
my
rough.
trip. That was my trip.
Well, good on you for not just like exploding, I guess.
I mean, there was at one point where I was like, am I just gonna have to fly back to Calgary the way this keeps going? I should better off
Just
turning around
walking.
and going home.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
that's
but
crazy.
no, I
Well,
got there eventually, so that was the thing.
and this was all because it was like raining a ton
Hmm.
in Philly. Yikes.
Major thunderstorms and apparently like hailstorms in places too.
What was the name of this convention again?
Too many games.
That's right. Paul
It's
and I
a
were talking about it like the day you had left because I hadn't heard about it before. Have you been to this one?
yes.
Okay.
This is my second year going, but the first year was like 2019, so right before COVID.
Okay. Well, now you should apparently never go back. If it's this time of
I
year,
mean, I
you
had a
can't
good
go back.
time. I had a good time when I got there, but yeah, no, the actual flying there sucked. So
Yeah, that's rough. Oh well. Well, let's get into the show because I want to talk to you about the Switch because it's been a while. Top-down
oh
perspective,
yeah,
July 10th. I'm Sean Booker.
I'm. I don't know what name to use anymore, man. I'm Claire Wheeler.
Whatever you want.
Uh,
Um,
yeah, I know. It throws me off. Sometimes I'm on autopilot. I'm just like, John. Oh yeah, I don't have to say that
I
anymore if
mean,
I don't want.
there's the muscle memory of like 30 plus years, so that can't be
Yeah,
easy.
it takes a bit to
I
break
bet.
that. So that and then like sometimes I'm like, yeah, sometimes I'll just switch my voice and stay in it, and other times I'm like, I don't fucking care.
Fair enough. I want to
Yeah.
hear your thoughts on the Switch too, because yeah, like you said, we haven't shared thoughts since it's been
Yeah, I
out.
haven't been on the show in like what, like six
I think
weeks.
it's been
I
about
think
6
yeah,
weeks.
because did I talk about switching to estrogen injections at all? Like
Not on
I
this
stab
show.
myself weekly with a needle. Yeah, I stab myself weekly with a needle now. So
That's great. I mean,
hooray!
that sounds awful, but I
I
understand it's a good.
yeah.
Yeah,
When I hit a vein, that sucked.
I bet. I don't think I've ever had to stab myself. And I'm knock on wood, I don't want to. So
Yeah, it's interesting to get used to. I had years of like my parents always sending me out for like blood work and stuff like that.
right, but you don't have
So
to do
I'm
that
so used
yourself.
to like
That's
having.
completely different.
Yeah, I know, but like now they're like, yeah, so not only are you going to like take a needle and put it in your body, you're going to put it into the muscle of your body. You're going to jab this into your like thigh muscle, and that's how you're going to do it.
I guess
And
that would be a better than
yeah,
like doing my arm. Maybe I don't know. I haven't
yeah.
really thought about
I don't
this.
like it stings like because like obviously the muscles are like, okay, I've been stabbed, now I'm gonna contract and get very mad. But yeah, like I've been slowly getting used to it. The one time I hit the vein and blood poured out, that was scary, but other than that, it's been fine.
All right. Well,
But yeah, so that's just to show how long it's been since I've been on the show.
right.
Switch 2, I got it. I don't care.
Don't care. All right. Yeah, let's unpack that.
I played through Mario Kart World,
Sure.
and there's a lot of that I don't like. The open world kind of sucks. It's just so empty.
Yeah, I kind of agree with
I
that.
don't like I don't like the change they made to the Grand Prix, where most of the race is just driving to the other track, and then you're on the actual track for one lap. It
Yeah,
feels like it makes the actual Grand Prix, the actual courses cheap.
we talked about that for
Um,
sure. Yeah, I was asking Paul how he thought.
yeah. Mechanically, it's the best Mario Kart I've played because I like the wall riding, I like the grinding, stuff like that. I wish it was a little simpler to activate at times because I don't like the whole like drive in a straight line and activate like switch into jump mode. But like I said, the balance it somehow. That part was fun. I enjoyed the playing of it, but man, just there's like little things along the way I hate it. Like Knockout Tour Grand Prix is the worst
I think Knockout Tour rocks.
because
That's my favorite mode.
Knockout Tour Online is fantastic. Knockout Tour Grand Prix, where you have to get first and get the star rankings and stuff, blows chunks because the AI will just rubber band and you just have to do shit over again.
I don't think I know it. I don't think I've seen Knockout Grand Prix. Isn't it a
It's
separate thing
literally
from Grand
the
Prix?
other option on the title screen.
Yeah, so it goes Grand Prix, then it goes Knockout Tour, right?
Yeah,
So how's that different than the online Grand Prix? Aren't those
it's
the same?
AI versus humans.
Oh, okay. I think I've just been
The
fine
AI
with
rubber
Grand
bands.
Prix regardless. I mean, Mario Kart, every racing game is rubber band at some point. Like, that's racing games. That's a hard issue to like. I don't know what you do if you don't rubber band it, because then it could almost be no fun if you're just like so in the lead.
I guess.
This has
Yeah.
been a thing for like all of video game time, right?
Yeah. No, so like that was okay. I'm like, yeah, I won't bother with the single player Grand Prix or with the knockout tour because it's just not fun. The online runs fine. There's some
Yep.
weird issues I had with like the lobbies and just picking courses was a little odd, but like it's otherwise fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I beat the Grand Prix and then I'm just like, yeah, I'm good. I don't like I'll play this if people ask me to, but other than that, like I don't feel the need to play this anymore.
Yeah, I
So
mean that's
kind of left it at that.
that's kind of what I've always done is yeah, go through all the Grand Prix. You know, I get first in all of them, and then wait 8 years for the next Mario Kart, and hopefully they'll support this
I
one
mean, yeah, that's
like they
kind of how it
did
goes. That's kind of
Deluxe.
how it goes.
But
Yeah, so I wasn't super impressed about it. Like, yeah, it runs a bunch of Switch games better. The controllers are nicer. I gotta say, the Pro controller actually pretty good.
I love it.
Like, this feels way nicer than the Switch one.
Very comfortable. Yep. I liked the Switch one
Um,
as well, but I do like this one a little bit more.
yeah, popping off the Joy-Cons is really satisfying. And like snapping back in with the magnetic bars and stuff like that. Like the GameCube stuff works good. It's nice to have F-Zero GX accessible. But like, there's not like, I think my takeaway when people started to ask me on stream, my takeaway was, yeah, you don't need it. You don't need it yet. If you don't have a Switch One, get it. If you have a Switch One, you can wait.
I can't imagine that many people watching you on stream don't have a Switch one. Um,
Yeah, so that's the thing. The majority of people who watch me have a Switch One, so it's like, well, I guess I'll wait because it's like 700. Oh yeah, 629 Canadian. That's what it was.
well, so a lot of what I was hearing
Plus the
from
game.
people who were picking it up that were kind of on the fence is they're like, there's a very real chance this will go up in price, so I might as well get it now.
That too.
Yeah.
That too.
Like we just had
Which
news
is
last
insane.
week that Switch One prices in Canada specifically went up or are going to be going up at the end of the month.
Wait, did they confirm the system was going up? Because I heard
Yeah.
they said the online subscription was going up. I didn't
Yeah.
hear the system
It was
itself.
like everything kind of that touches Switch
Oh my
One,
God.
like amiibos, yeah. And so I was pointing out this is the first time I have ever seen um a console come out and then the previous generation console gets more expensive.
Yeah, no, this has to be the first time this has happened. It's insane. So
Um,
yeah, I don't know, man. Like, unless you're trying to hope to save a couple $100, yeah, you don't need the Switch 2 yet. I'm hoping Bonanza starts like making things good.
Bonanza's really good from the previews I was doing.
I Oh, you got to play it?
Yeah, I played it when I went down to LA and did my Switch 2 preview. which
Okay.
was like early June. When was that? Late May, early June, something like that.
It's been a while
Yeah.
either way. Yeah.
So Bonanza's good, and they just announced, or they didn't
Yeah.
announce, but it was revealed like last week or something that it's the Odyssey team is doing Bonanza. So
Which was super obvious. Like anyone who was looking at that footage and didn't think it was the Odyssey team would be crazy because
yeah,
there's like too many hallmarks of that team. But yeah, it looks like that'll be fun, and that comes out next week, so I'm looking forward to that. But
same.
like, I only use my Switch 2 when it's needed on stream. I've been playing my Steam Deck lately.
Steam Deck's fantastic.
Like,
Before we get off the Switch too, though, um, I do think it's like the weakest launch lineup I've ever seen if you go off of exclusives,
yeah,
because there's
yeah.
three. And I wanted to
Was there
talk about.
even three?
So there's Mario Kart World, there's Welcome Tour, and then Fast Fusion is technically a Switch 2 exclusive. So basically three. Did
Great,
you
great.
did you get Welcome Tour?
No, actually, I didn't.
Okay, so I finished it this week. I just want to say, like, I'm a
Yeah.
Welcome Tour believer. I stand the Welcome
Oh,
Tour.
you're a believer
I,
now. Okay.
I that yeah, so I came out of the preview being like, it seems cool. Like if we compare this to Astro Bot, of course, Astro Bot was free. That was awesome. It would have been awesome if this was free as well. But I definitely think this thing is worth $10. Like I looked at my profile. I put over 8 hours into Welcome Tour.
You
Um,
put 8 hours into Welcome
yeah,
Tour?
there's
Wow.
there's a like if you like kind of just like learning about the system. I know more about the Switch 2 system than any other game console ever because of how like minuscule they go in on the details of like this is how much RAM it has and this is how we're moving things faster and blah 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 blah. Blah.
That is
And
insane.
then
That is
there's just a ton of
insane.
mini games, and a lot of the mini games are kind of bullshit, but some of them are like just quirky enough where like I was showing it to some friends, like you should try this. There's like a fun. It's basically Twister, but for your fingers, which is kind of cool because it's showing off. Look, it can have like more than 10 points of touch and blah blah blah. So yeah, I think Welcome Tour is easily worth $10.
Sounds like a fever dream you're describing to me at this
No,
point.
I think the only people who don't like Welcome Tour, they just have not played enough Welcome Tour. That's where I'm feeling. I think they are judging
Oh,
a book by its
man,
cover
you
here.
you really got converted. Holy shit.
I don't think I was ever down on Welcome Tour. But it definitely like impressed me. And as I was going on, I was like, there is a lot to this. And like I said, I think people need to stop judging a book by its cover, and they need to give Welcome Tour a real shot.
Okay, well, I'll consider it, but it literally was just not in my mental priorities.
Sure, yeah. I'm not saying you need to. I think you'd enjoy it if you like learning about the system and stuff like that, and you like
I
bad
mean, it
Mario
does
Party
like
mini
that
games.
concept sounds neat.
Yeah,
Are you saying I do, or are you telling me if I do?
I know you like bad Mario Party mini games, so these are not worse than Mario Party as far as I think the mini games go.
Okay, duly noted, I guess.
Okay, but let's Steam Deck. What are you playing on your Steam Deck these days?
So I've always been a sucker for idle games. So lately I've been playing a game called Click and Conquer,
Okay.
which is basically an incremental minesweeper game. You keep getting upgrades to buy more missiles and like better range on your bombs and stuff like that while you're trying to find hidden enemies to blow up and stuff like that.
Okay.
You unlock bigger maps and it just keeps like scaling up like that. So that's been fun. But while I was on the trip, I decided to play a bunch of stuff. Played some stuff I enjoy playing, like Wild Arms. God damn it, Wild Guns Reloaded. I always get the two names confused.
Okay.
So I played Wild Guns Reloaded for a bit. Beat a couple runs of that. I played Res Infinite because I was just in the mood to play Res Infinite, and that still controls really good. It's nice to have that portable.
Sure.
I played through a game called Pinball Spire, which is a pinball Metroidvania.
Oh, okay. I mean, we've had these before. What was that other one? Yoku's Island Express. That
Yeah.
was a
So this one, like, you get abilities, like you can light your ball on fire to go through enemies. You can slow down time so you can aim your shot better. There's like a bunch of like cool effects like that. Like it was actually super neat.
all right.
And it didn't really overstay its welcome either. It was probably like 5 or 6 hours.
Sure. Nice.
I think it was a solid playthrough. It was solid fun. Um, what was the other game I played through? SteamWorld Dig 1.
The first one. Okay. I haven't played much of the first
First one.
one, but I love the second one.
Yeah. No, the first one was solid. I've never played the Dig games before. I played it a tiny bit on stream during like some charity event. But I was like, you know what? Like, someone mentioned like that the SteamWorld Dig games are good that I follow on Blue Skies. I'm like, I'll check it out. And yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. It was a fairly short playthrough. I think it just took the majority of me traveling home, but I enjoyed it a lot.
You haven't played either of the Dig ones?
No,
Oh, you
so I
have to.
finished one completely now, and I can probably play through two
You should
eventually.
you should play two. Two is so good.
Keep that in mind. I'm thinking about it, but like I got like I have two incremental games in my background right now. Uh, and I'm also supposed to be working on a bunch of stuff off stream. So unfortunately, I have to hold off at the moment.
Fair enough.
I'm trying to remember what else I played, but the problem is Steam doesn't tell you everything you fucking played in the most readable form. Let me see here.
Well, I know on the
Yeah,
Steam
I'm
Deck
playing Corner Pond.
it'll be kind of in order of what you played like most recently.
If you buy games, they shuffle it in there,
Oh,
and it
okay.
messes up the order.
Okay.
And Steam sale just happened, so
Right.
yeah, there's nothing happening
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah.
I got dragged into Uma Musume Pretty Derby, which is that new gotcha game everyone's going wild for.
Okay, I've seen
Wow, they're really
people.
just they're only
Yeah.
showing me the last three games. Well, fuck.
That's the horse girl game,
Yeah,
right?
no, that's the horse girl game. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find stuff that I've played recently on here, but I can't see it all because it's all buried under stuff I picked up recently. So that's the stuff I can remember basically.
Cool. Well, I'll talk about one other game I played this week. Astro Bot got another set of stages this morning.
This morning, okay, that's why I saw Cloud going
Yeah,
around.
so
Okay,
Cloud and Sephiroth are in there, as a few others. There's 5 stages added. They added them all today as opposed to like one a week like they were doing a couple months ago. Um, I'm going to assume these are the last batch because they kind of put another super hard one at the end, and it kind of like finishes off the like hard galaxy or whatever they were making. So they have to kind of make like
okay,
a new area if they were going to put more in there. All of these ones are pretty hard, and then the last one was just stupid hard. Like I got to the point where I was like, I'm not really having fun anymore, but I am technically making progress. So I guess I'll just keep banging my head against this. And like 2 hours later, 90 minutes later, I did finish it. Um, and that one gets you Sephiroth specifically. I would
okay.
like them to come out with some stages that are just back to like being fun, fun and like
Yeah,
nice.
no, like post game, you don't get to do that anymore. Now you have to get the suffer now.
Yeah, and I mean I don't know if it makes sense because like the whole game is like very doable, and then they're like, all right, here's like the real shit. But I just kind of want to go back to like the good vibes where like my hands aren't getting sweaty and stuff. Like the only one they
Nope,
post
sweaties
game
only.
sweaties only. Was the Christmas stage that was a post game that was just chill and fun. But other than that, yeah, these ones are pretty rough. But I did do it, um, so I'm pretty proud of myself there. Once again, got my 100% trophies on that game. That was kind of the main thing. It was like I've done literally every stage they put out except this last one, and I wanted to stop, but I was like, if this is the last level, like I'm gonna be sitting at 99%, and that would just suck. So. Yeah, in the chat, bring back the tree with the song. Exactly. Give me some more of that underground theme. None of these even have like the underground theme because they're all just like all like the really intense like final stage music and stuff. So anyway, got that. Got Cloud and Sephiroth.
Were those the only two that they added in the DLC?
No, there's one for each of them. So they had 2B.
Okay.
I don't remember the second one I unlocked was, and the first one I think might have been the main character from Chrono Cross.
Oh, okay. Either Kid or Surge.
Yeah, I don't fully know because I haven't played Chrono Cross at all. But I think
Were
that's
they
who it
wearing a
was.
bandana or not?
Bandana, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So who is that then?
that's Surge.
That's Surge. Okay, so and
Unless
then
they're wearing red, then it's Kid.
what about a red bandana? It was either
If
red or
the
kind of
outfit was red, was the outfit itself red, or was the outfit like bluish?
No, I think it was mostly kind of a reddy brown color.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I guess I could just look this up real quick. Surge Chrono Cross. Okay, yeah, it's Surge.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
it's Surge. Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
Um, and then yeah, I don't remember the second one was. And I will say the third stage that they added sucks because it's the monkey power where you have to rotate the controller to like grab the stuff, and it's like it's 2025. Stop making me use motion controls. Like grow up. No one wants this. And when they're making it on the hard stages, it's like this is too imprecise for how fast you want me to be doing this kind of stuff. Like that's the worst one. Anyway.
I'm glad I'm not alone in hating motion controls.
Yeah.
I'm glad we have that in common.
That's it for what we've been playing. Let's do some news. Got a weird selection this week. We're gonna start off with Romero Games. This is kind of like a final.
Oh, right. We haven't covered this bullshit.
Well, last week we covered the big layoffs from Microsoft and Xbox, right? And then this kind of
yeah.
came out kind of late. One of the things was it seemed like Romero Games was also going to be like shuttered in some way.
Yeah.
It was kind of unclear, and there was stuff going back and forth. So Romero came out specifically, and they put a post. I'll just kind of read it. We want to address recent reports regarding the status of Romero Games. These reports have contained inaccuracies, and we feel it's important to set the record straight. The funding for our project was pulled, and our game was canceled. This is tied to the Microsoft layoffs. Due to the confidentiality agreements, we can't disclose the publisher's identity, though some may infer it from public information. So, yes, clearly this is Xbox.
So it's obvious. Yeah.
As a result, we now have to reassess the entire staffing of our studio. Romero Games is not closed, and we are doing everything in our power to ensure that it does not come to that. Any suggestion otherwise is factually incorrect. Indeed, we were in the studio today to discuss next steps with the team. We've been contacted by several publishers interested in helping us bring the game across the finish line, and we're currently evaluating those opportunities. So it seems like they are not closed. They do mention the game was canceled, but then they also mention publishers want to help get the game across. So that would imply to me it's not canceled, but I don't know exactly.
It sounds like they have to work still. Like they can probably make the move. It's just they don't have the funding to keep it going at the moment. Sounds like the actual issue.
That's what I would assume. Is I would assume like technically speaking at this time it is canceled because they have no money, but they are working to get that money back and push it over the finish line. But at the moment there is still a Romero Games. But the future, I guess, is a little uncertain. And that's just them kind of clearing the air because it seemed like a lot of people were saying that they were closed. It was done, and that's not totally true.
Thank God.
Speaking of things closing, EA announced that Anthem's servers are shutting down on January 12th and that of next year. And that just made me think of Anthem again, and I thought this was just kind of a... I don't think about Anthem that often.
I didn't think the servers for this were even still up.
Yeah. Apparently the game has seen a bit of like a bump in popularity as people are going back to try and play it in the 1 year they have left now.
Shocking. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I finished Anthem. I didn't hate Anthem. It's not great, but I played through it. I wish they had fixed it and that a second version had come out. But what can you do?
Yeah.
If anyone's interested in BioWare's Anthem, they have 1 year to play that game. Okay.
Still really funny that's the case.
Sony had a state of play today. It was all about Ghost of Yotai. I just wanted to bring this up because I'm excited for that game. And they announced a controller and like console covers, and I think these look awesome. So I don't know if you've seen these, but you should definitely go to the link.
I saw the images of like the covers and stuff like that. They look nice. And these, I think someone said this is the first time the Pro console's actually gotten a cover now.
Technically the Pro one did get the 30th anniversary colors, but I don't know if you can just go like buy those. I don't think you can. It was kind of a special thing. So yes, I guess in terms of like a game, a specific one, yeah, it's the first one the Pro gets. So I'm probably going to try and get that Pro one. I also like the gold more or the yellow more than the black myself, because there's kind of two versions of each of the accessories. But I think these look nice.
They look very nice. Yeah.
So wanted to call that out. I'm excited for Ghost of Yotai. I still need to go play that DLC for Tsushima.
I still need to play through Tsushima.
Tsushima's so good. That's such a great game. All right, this is one of the weirdest stories. I'll just read the headline here. GameStop is auctioning off the staple and
What?
stapler that damaged a customer's Nintendo Switch 2. This is going to charity.
Why are they just run by? Okay, thank God.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, why are they such trying to go for the meme value? It's just so ugh.
So at least it is going to charity. For those who don't know what this is about, when the Switch 2 launched, some random GameStop employee stapled a receipt to the top of the box. The way that the Switch 2 is positioned in the box means the staple went right into the screen. And it became a bit of a meme about that. So they are auctioning off both the stapler and specifically the staple is kind of funny. But okay.
That's so weird. That's so weird.
I mean, if you're gonna do it, you might as well go the whole way and include the staple.
I mean, I guess, yeah.
Here's my question:
Still though,
is it the actual staple, or did they just swap one in there? Like, how
are
are
they
we gonna know?
lying?
You can't test that.
No, it's not really something you can, huh?
Currently, the highest bid as of this reporting was at $109,000.
Yeah, this wasn't for charity. I would be very disappointed.
Yes, absolutely. So I'm trying to see if they even said which charity it's going to. I didn't. Children's Miracle Network.
Okay,
And
no, that's a good choice.
yep.
That's a very good choice, actually.
Features authentic
Kudos to them for
field
making
use
the best of
wear
the.
throughout and retired immediately from service. The stapler now stands as a retail legend born from a half-second decision. Is a quote from somebody at GameStop.
Some intern really earned their paycheck by the sounds of it.
Yep. So that's a weird one. I want to know where this ends up.
Or someone in marketing.
Okay, here, let's hypothetical. You get your hands on this. Let's say you donated for whatever reason. You got the stapler and staple. What do you do with it?
Yeah. Frame it, I guess. Put it in like a blind or in a blind box, in like a shadow box, and
On your
put it on the
wall?
wall. Yeah,
You don't try to
I
find
guess.
like a
I don't.
museum?
I don't want this.
Yeah, that's a,
I.
I think you got to find some kind of like game museum or a museum that has a game exhibit and see if they want it.
What museum in the right mind is like, I want the stapler that broke a Switch 2?
I don't know. There's got to be one out there that would be like, all right, we'll take it, sure. Because, I mean, you're right. I think keeping it to yourself is selfish, and this deserves to be viewed and visited by generations forever.
This is so weird. This is so weird.
All right, and last story. I believe this was revealed today. Nintendo is ending the Nintendo Switch game voucher service.
I mean, that's kind of a bummer. I know people who took advantage of that.
I took advantage of this quite a bit. So for those who don't know, this was a digital game service where you would buy kind of two fake vouchers, one that could get you two games in total. You would pay $100 American. At the time, a lot of these games were just $60 because it was more of a Switch One thing. I guess there's no way you can use it on the Switch 2. There's 3 games, two of which are under $20. So you would basically end up saving $20 each, which, if you're counting, yes, is the discount that Nintendo only ever does for their games. So $20. But still,
yeah.
The nice thing is you could do it on like a brand new game. Is you could have this voucher ready to go, and you could get it for, technically $50 as opposed to the 60. It's a bummer they're ending this at a time when game prices are going up.
Yeah, but that's also precisely probably why they're getting rid of it.
You're totally right. So the service will conclude on January 30th of 2026. I believe that's when you will no longer be able to purchase them, and then you have 1 year basically from when you do purchase them to use them. So theoretically, I guess you could use it until the beginning of 2027. Remember, it's only on like basically any Switch 1 game, so there's no way you'd be able to do this on like Donkey Kong Bonanza, for example. And at this point, you could probably find a lot of those games for a discounted price anyways, so I don't know that many people who would be doing this.
Yeah.
Did you ever take advantage? No, because you would have done physical, so you probably haven't done it.
I always do physical, so it does nothing for me. But like I said, I have friends that absolutely use this, and they were like, they'll be pretty hurt that this is gone.
Yeah, that makes me. That question for you:
And
which
I don't blame them, honestly.
SKU of the Switch 2 did you get?
Unsurprisingly, the standard one because I wanted the physical Mario Kart.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yep. So you paid the extra money, $30 more.
Yeah, and I have like I don't want to say buyer's remorse from the game, but I'm just like, I got a couple days out of this. I guess I can't complain too much.
Well, hopefully they support it. I'm hoping they support it.
I hope, but I'm curious how they're going to do it, considering how they kind of laid out the game itself.
Yeah, I don't know. More stages. I don't know. Just if they did the same thing they did for 8, I'd be happy. I would like that, but who knows?
Well, we'll see.
All right, that's it for news. Let's do some questions. topdownperspective@gmail.com. Excuse me. At TDP Podcast on Blue Sky, the Discord channel, or Claire's P.O. Box are great ways to send questions in, and you could sound like Suku Suku, who writes, so the fire enemy that jumps out of the lava in Mario games is officially called a lava bubble.
Yep.
Was this announced somewhere or something?
This just like some games say the name of the enemies, and that's why.
Okay. And has been for most of its existence.
There wasn't like a conference.
Okay. Well, I was thinking maybe it was like the Nintendo Today app or whatever randomly said this. Or the head of the CEO made one of his tweets where he always signs off on it or something. By the way,
My God.
Podoboo is thought to be a mistranslation of bubble, baburu. Knowing that, do you still consider them Podoboos or the more generic name of lava bubble? Again, I
I
don't know.
will be saying Podoboo till I die.
What are we talking about? Podoboo.
So you know like those little fireballs that like jump up and down from lava pits in Mario games?
Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's most people call it a Podoboo, but yeah, apparently it's just a lava bubble.
Someone was asking about this a year ago, so this isn't even like brand new revelation.
Yeah, no, it even says in the question like that for a while it's been revealed to be that.
Oh, I thought it was for a while. That's been its name. Okay, yeah, I basically read that wrong. I'm trying to think. What did I call them when I came across them? The fire guy. That's probably what I called it.
Probably.
Probably still gonna
Yeah.
call it the fire dude. But yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah. All right. Cool. Neat.
It doesn't look like
I
a
don't know what
bubble.
else
I
to
don't
say
know why you
about
would
it.
say bubble.
Yeah, because bubble coming out of a liquid.
But it doesn't like
It's
it
probably
doesn't
logic.
float. It goes up and then goes right back down like it jumped.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
But it floated for a little bit and then it got too heavy.
All right, fair enough.
It's a video game. It doesn't have that logic.
Yep. Well, that's why I'm calling it Fire Guy.
All right. Rasterman says, have you ever been a witness to a mugging?
No.
No, I don't think so. If I have, I don't remember.
Nope.
But
Nope.
I'm gonna
I
assume
hope
no.
I don't. But I have not. Nope.
Also that, honestly.
All right. Dead writes. Which of these lists of 5 games is a better Switch lineup? For context, I went to pit Metacritic and OpenCritic head to head and see which platform has more true ratings, thereby crowning a victor platform to use for future TDP trivia questions. I tried making a comparable list between the two, highlighting games with large discrepancies between the platforms. I've noted their ranking on the Switch all-time list on each platform below. So, lineup 1. Tetris Effect Connected, which I guess they're saying is like the 5th best on Metacritic and the 58th best on OpenCritic. Is that how you would read this?
I guess.
Okay. Ori and the Will of the Wisps, 11 Metacritic, 27th OpenCritic. Persona 4 Golden, 31st Metacritic, 90th OpenCritic. Fire Emblem Three Houses, 49th Metacritic, 78th OpenCritic. And Super Mario Maker, 65th Metacritic, 91st OpenCritic. Why are the OpenCritic ones so lower? Like, what's like the top one for OpenCritic?
I have no idea.
Let's see what happens when I look this up. Open Critic. What was it? Best Switch games. Okay. Wait. Was Persona 5 on here? No, it wasn't. Okay, so Super Mario Odyssey is number 1. What's their
Yeah,
lowest?
that makes sense.
Their lowest is Ori at 27. Okay, so yes, that's exactly what they're doing. Okay, lineup number 2. And this time I'm just going to give you the games because that's kind of the important part. Witcher 3, Balatro,
Okay.
Rayman Legends, Disco Elysium, and Xenoblade Chronicles. So which is a better lineup?
Tetris Effect Connected, Ori, Persona 4, Fire Emblem Three Houses, Mario Maker versus Witcher 3, Balatro, Rayman Legends, Disco Elysium, and Xenoblade. I gotta say lineup 2.
Really? Because I was kind of leaning 1, and I thought you would go 1 as well. Why'd you do 2?
Tetris Effect is fun, but it's, short-lived otherwise. Ori and the Will of the Wisps, I hated the ending. Persona 4 Golden is good long RPG. It's a good time. Three Houses, good long RPG. And Mario Maker is Mario Maker dependent entirely on random stages online, which will either be great or awful. Witcher 3, super long, well-lauded RPG. Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, well-lauded RPG, so they're even there. Disco Elysium, The Final Cut, super well-written indie game, which would also fit in a long chunk of time there. Rayman Legends is a fantastic platformer, which I would argue is better than Mario Maker. And Balatro is a good short-time sit-down game, which would take the slot of Tetris Effect. So honestly, I just think they're all stronger choices.
Interesting. I thought you, in terms of the games you like, you would have leaned more for lineup 1 specifically. But that's
No, because like I said, only 3 of those would have counted, and I didn't like Ori the Will of the Wisps ending, and Tetris Effect is great, but it's short-lived, and Mario Maker is Mario Maker.
okay. All right. I think I'm leaning 1. It sucks not having Balatro on there. It sucks not getting Disco Elysium, but I mean, I love Tetris Effect Connected. I liked Ori, both the Ori games. Persona, I haven't played Persona 4, but obviously that's very well regarded. I quite like Three Houses, and I quite enjoyed Mario Maker as well. So I'm going 1, and you're going 2.
All right. Phantom Aegis says, Ahoy, TDP crew. It's been 1 month now since the release of the Switch 2 system. What's been your overall thoughts so far? What do you hope to see to be improved on? Example, it's dumb that they continue to not implement an add to cart feature to the eShop. I do agree on that.
I don't think I'm ever buying enough games where the cart matters, and I'm trying to think if the other platforms even have that, because it's, again, very rare that I'm not just buying, like, a game.
I guess now that I think about it, yeah, Xbox doesn't really do that. It's 1 item per.
Does PlayStation have a cart?
No, maybe? Because I know, like, you can get a couple things at once. I forget.
Okay, in the chat, Phantom Agent is saying PlayStation has a cart feature. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I don't remember if Microsoft does.
It's just, yeah, it's still rare that I'm buying multiple things. Like the Steam sale is, I'm usually buying multiple things, but we don't see the same kind of sales over on the consoles, obviously.
Yeah.
I wish they would get rid of friend codes. Like, come on, what are you doing? This is really annoying. Just let me search for my friends with like a username or whatever. And if you have to put like parental controls for kids, let them be the ones to deal with that. I'm an adult.
Yeah, I had the fucking schemes, like designs in the background, like overlays, whatever you call
like
them,
themes.
themes. Just
Yeah.
give me those. My God.
Sure.
I'm so bummed out that like 3DS had so many fantastic one, and like Switch 2 has light mode, dark mode.
Yeah, and I still wish that it had like an auto switch based on time of day. I wish it had like a cut the blue light version so it's softer on the eyes at bedtime.
Yeah.
Even the PlayStation doesn't have that, but the Xbox has that for whatever reason. So that's a good one too. Did you get it? Did you get a camera, by the way?
I ordered one. It never showed up.
Okay.
I ordered the Piranha Plant one because I just thought it was cute.
Okay,
But
so
yeah, it's never showed
both.
up, and I honestly forgot I ordered it until you told me to remember.
Yeah. The Piranha Plant one is such garbage. It's so bad.
I know. That's what I wanted because it's so fucking stupid.
I literally did like a like kind of comparison little like social video for work, and I was like, this thing is absolute trash. But not only is the resolution worse, the frame rate sucks too. Like
Apparently, yeah, it's like 480p. Is
480.
it also 30 FPS or less? That's insane.
I think it's less.
That's absolutely insane. That's so
I think the
funny.
Xbox Live Vision camera is a better camera.
That's incredible.
Yeah. I mean, I could theoretically use it as a webcam. Maybe I should just do that one of these episodes.
My God.
Okay, what else? I mean, not having analog triggers is still kind of a bummer at this point.
I do like the improvement they did on the actual like D-pad and sticks though. That's nice. So they clearly did something nicer.
Well, you
Um,
would know about every little improvement they did if you went through Welcome Tour and did the homework.
you're right, I would, but I don't feel like doing
Every
that.
button is a little bit bigger, and you'll know how when you press down, it hits a little metal piece. I know all these things now.
Great.
Yep.
Uh, yeah, I wish the battery life could be improved. I hate the
Oh
fact that the
yeah.
battery life went down from the OLED. I hate that.
I'm
Not that
also
I've used this thing in handheld mode yet.
I'm also bummed it's not an OLED screen. Like it
Yeah,
feels like they took a step back, and it feels like they're setting up for a new version in 2 years.
which they're going to because it's Nintendo.
Right. I mean, that's just hardware manufacturers. They're always going to improve. It's just pretty kind of blatant. Like, oh, you are specifically taking a step back that there is no way you will not be re-stepping forward. So
Yeah.
it's a nice screen though. Like apart from the LCD, and I'm only kind of saying this because I did all the homework. So like the 120 hertz, we're comparing it to the Steam Deck. It is a bigger screen than the Steam Deck, but an overall smaller handheld size, and that's a nice trade.
Hmm.
But yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else really. Yeah, like I need more excuses to use it.
Well, next week we'll be playing Donkey Kong,
Yeah.
and as soon as this is done, I'm gonna go play Tony Hawk because that comes out in like 15
Oh
minutes.
shit, right. Damn it. Forgot that was coming out.
Yep, I'm excited for that. All right, that's gonna do it for questions. Topdownperspective@gmail.com, at TDP Podcast on Blue Sky, the Discord channel, or Claire's PO Box. All great ways to send questions in if you want if you want a question on a future episode. What is your game of the week?
Um, Probably Pinball Spire.
Cool. And I'm gonna give it to Welcome Tour. There we go.
Wow.
It's good. I'm telling you, it's good.
All
Don't
right.
knock
And
it before you
still
try it.
though, that's wow.
All right, that's gonna do it. Thanks everyone for listening, and we'll see you next week.
Everybody.
Oh, I have to stop it. That's right.
Yeah, you had to be the one to do it this time.
Okay, stop.